Good evening, this is Enviro News and here are your main stories. The world has welcomed in the new year with celebrations across major cities, from London to Paris to Sydney and New York. But alongside celebrations, global tensions remain. In Ukraine, fighting has continued into the new year with Russian drones and missile attacks reported on infrastructure and civilian areas. Ukrainian officials say that air defenses intercepted many of the strikes, while damages have been reported in several regions. In the Middle East, international pressure is growing for the lasting ceasefire as humanitarian agencies warn conditions remain critical for civilians. World leaders have used the New Year messages to call stability, peace and cooperation in 2026. Back in the UK, millions are facing with wintry conditions tonight. The Met Office has issued yellow weather warnings for snow and ice across parts of Scotland, Northern England and Wales. Some rural areas could see significant snowfall, while icy roads and pavements are expected overnight. National highways and rail operators are urging passengers to check travel updates as delays and cancellations remain possible. Forecasters say temperatures could fall well below freezing in some areas, with this cold spell expected to continue into the weekend. In Westminster, ministers are returning into work following the Christmas and New Year break, with pressure mounting over the cost of living and public services. Opposite parties say households are still struggling with energy bills and food prices, while the government insists measures introduced last year. The measures that have been put in last year are helping to stabilize the economy. Further debates are expected in Parliament later this month on health funding, migration and education reform. Global markets have opened the new year cautiously. In London, the FTSE index saw modest movement in early trading as investors assess inflation data and interest rate expectations. Analysts says uncertainty around global conflicts and economic growth continues to weigh on confidence. Energy prices remain volatile while central banks are under pressure to balance inflation control with economic growth. Now we go to the interview with Ethan, who's the head developer of Cadence Studios. I'm with the head developer of Cadence Studios, Ethan, and I'm gonna talk about his game that he's leading, Piccadilly Line. So, hello, Ethan. I got a few questions for you about the game. So, my first question is how much are you achieving this year?
So right now, we've gotten Honours Grove finished, and to be honest, I thought we would only get up to Oakwood, but because we finished Oakwood pretty quickly, we've expanded Honours Grove. We've done Honours Grove and Southgate, and it's going development is going pretty good.
All right. Here's my second question. How many people do you think are playing? Wait, sorry. Let me do this again. How many players do you think will play the game?
So right now, I've made an event for when Piccadilly Line will release, and 9 people are currently interested, so there might be more that aren't interested who aren't in the Discord server. So if I were to estimate, I think I'd say like around probably 15 people when it first releases.
Alright.
But yeah.
Here's my second to last question. How realistic is your game?
So right now, I wouldn't say it's the best because most things are made in CSG instead of Blender.
Uh,
But a lot of minor details, such as fog repeaters and fog repeaters and like subtle details on the roof that you can't even see, has been added just because I thought that it will make it look a bit more interesting. Plus, I like adding detail.
Alright, here's the last question. Will it conclude both 1973 stock and the 2024 stock?
Yeah, of course, but we will make the 73 stock the base train, and the new tube for London will be used for admin until it's actually released on the actual line, and then it will probably cost points.
Alright, thank you for interviewing with Enviro News. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
See you. That's the latest from this evening. Have a great rest of your day from Enviro News. Good night.